Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, testing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had a wonderful weekend. We got an exciting week ahead with the CPI. Last week was a wild start to the month, 100 points down, 100 points up. But now this week and next week, all of the data that we get, it is going to determine whether or not stocks go crazy in March, because there is a tendency to do so. So before I get into anything, I want to start off with a couple of fun facts. The first one, this 25% rally that we have experienced in the last 5 months, this has only happened 9 other times since 1930. So that's that whole 17 of 19 weeks. Last week was another green week. It was absolutely insane. But now the other thing I wanted to mention, it's actually your third key of the day today. March 10th, 2000, the NASDAQ bubble peaked. March 9th, 2020, the 10-year Treasury hit an all-time low. March 9th, 2023, SVB collapsed. This time in March, we usually get an event or something goes crazy, or like 2021 and 2022, nothing happened. So if you haven't noticed, we are already past this day. We're going to see what happens on Monday, but this is what I'm saying. For this whole week in the data, all eyes are on March. March is usually positive. Usually there is some events here, and if there's not an event, it is usually ended up being very good. So we're going to find out where things take us. We're wrapping up earnings. We do get a lot of big data today, but it should be a wild one. And after last week, we have a lot on our plate. So we'll go over what happened on Friday and all of that good stuff. I got the keys for you. I got the plays. What I need from you, a thumbs up on the video. Make sure you're subscribed. And if you don't know, we are live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before open, youtube.com/The Stock Market. We will see you there in the morning, baby. Run it.
Walking to the couch, it's the 20 on the ledge. Live in the hills, but still get a spread. Started with a live, but still reinvent. stressing. Feel how I feel, then you feel like a blessing. I just want the lesson, I just want protection. I'm up and I'm down, but they sound like progression. Farmer never plans if he waits for perfection. Finger to the down, hold it down.
But right off the bat, don't forget about the random account generator. Post a random option trade in the comments. Keep it below 100, but if you don't know what happened on Friday, it was the long-awaited jobs report. It actually came in hotter than expected. However, the unemployment rate went up. People saw that as bullish, and then the employment factor or the wages, that went up, but not as high as it could have or as high as people were expecting. They took that as good. The market went up, and then we sold off. There was also a gigantic revision from the last two strong beats, and that helped out a lot, but generally we hit a new high and ended up holding up after selling off. So, like I said, it was a pretty wild week, and now this week we're actually going to be getting a lot. We have Powell next week, but this week you do get the CPI. This is what everybody could have been waiting for last week, but then there is also going to be the PPI and retail sales. The best part about this week, a lot of the action starts off right away. You get the CPI on Tuesday. Wednesday is going to be a burn one. There's no data. Then Thursday, you're going to get the PPI and retail sales. And then even on Friday, you're going to get Michigan consumer sentiment. And I think one more data set, or even going to be getting data out of China. There might even be a potential rate cut. And then I believe GDP numbers and unemployment out of the United Kingdom or the ECB, one or the other. But there's going to be a lot of data. Everybody's waiting for this data. And then right after this week, you get Powell in the SEP. So this is what I'm saying for March. Whether or not we get events, the BTFP, the lending facility just ended. There's all these things going on. We're going to find out these data sets now. This will be the set-all, be-all. And then eventually, once that SEP comes out, if it does have a major change, we could expect the market to change majorly. Otherwise, it'll probably just keep doing what it has been doing. So watch out for that. That's the major key of this week we're going to be watching out for. Then the second thing is that earnings are actually almost done. I've been saying this for a while. Then we'll get a random set of software names and tech names. But now this week, you're really only getting Adobe, Kroger, DKS, and then we will be wrapping it up. Though there will still be a lot of companies. They're not going to be the big important ones, but I guess good news, bad news, it'll be like a month and a half, and then before you know it, FedEx and Nike and a couple of other names, they're going to start reporting all over again. So keep that in mind for this week. Otherwise, it should be all around the data. I wouldn't be surprised if we move how we did last week. A lot of holding up these highs, but making these random moves, and then maybe a little bit of volatility. There will be other factors that we got to watch out for this week, and I don't know if I had that there on the first one. Yeah, watch out for the dollar. That was another one of the factors last week, but I think we might get some movement, and if the data does affect the dollar, I mean, we saw big movements out of the dollar, gold, and Bitcoin last week. I think that'll play out. Otherwise, we'll be on the lookout to see how we get into March, whether or not it closes out with anything crazy. Otherwise, it'll be about the data, and then we bring it home, and before you know it, it's the end of the quarter, the end of a month, and then it's almost summertime, and then you're halfway through 2024. But Chad, get ready, stay locked in. But now, let us get into the plays. So, right off the bat, I got a couple of different plays. We made a couple of flips on Friday. I think I closed out of the Celsius plays. That was 1,000%er from the week prior, so that was a good post-earnings play. And then I held on a couple of plays. I'm still in my gold short. I regret that one. I'm down like $1,000 on that. I'm still holding oil, and I guess that brings me to the first play here. Oil is something I'm going to be watching this week. They held up the higher levels from last week. We will be hearing stuff about war developments around this timeline. People were talking about a peace deal by March 10th. Again, this March 10th era, or this time frame, has been kind of important over the last Marches, so we'll watch out what happens. But other than that, keep an eye out for seasonality coming into an effect, and then we're still going to be watching out for an election effect. Oil has actually been up quite a bit here this year, and it's interesting interesting considering a lot of people thought it would be calm. This will be something we'll factor into the CPI. I do have the CPI preview for you. People are expecting core to come down and headline to stay kind of solid there around 4, and that kind of makes sense here with gas prices. But all in all, oil at 80, this has been something we've been watching. It hasn't given back for a couple weeks, so like I said, watch for the break above 80 or watch for it to give up 80 and find a home near the 60s. But that is play number 1. Then play number 2. This was one I wanted on Friday. I ended up not taking it. It gapped up and then sold off. That one's TSM, but I have TSM and Micron here. Both of them had a lot of news last week. TSM had an earnings update. I believe they gave numbers. Year-over-year increase at like 11%. Micron got upgrades, and I think they got money from like a chips bill and something else I may be missing, but both of them had news, and they're both finally breaking out after not doing much and hitting, I believe, all-time highs. I think Micron's about to set a new one. MU or TSM, they just set a new 52-week high. So both of these could be good with chips. We'll see how they play out because they killed it last week on Friday and then gave up towards the literally on Friday, and everyone was like, oh, well, maybe it's time to take profits. So we'll see how they play out. Both of those are kind of expensive because they made those moves recently, but they definitely caught a lot of eyeballs last week. See if those continue. That is play number 2, and then play number 3. This one, I may want to make an option trade on it. Maybe we'll see after this week as we get closer to the ex-dividend. But Altria, I added this to the long-term last week at like 39.52. We got a great pickup when it opened up down, but they have ex-dividend on March 22nd. But now they are approaching their highs of the year. They've kind of been in the gulag a little bit. So this is kind of a breakout level, and I want to see if we get more of this broadening out or rotation that we've been seeing over the last couple of weeks. This one may be compelling, and like I'm saying, with ex-dividend, maybe we will go for some of those options. So going to be keeping an eye out for Altria, any of those value plays as well if they do get any of that rotational effect. Otherwise, those are the main plays. Keep an eye out for chips. See if they do what they did last week. Watch out for oil, even uranium. I'm still in one of those plays. They went up and then they went down. Otherwise, we're going to be playing the data. Things will be affecting the dollar all the way from the yen to the data or gold and Bitcoin, and then we'll get the data, get ready for Powell, and before you know it, Chadadonia, you will be halfway done or at least done with the quarter here. So, Chad, stay locked and loaded, be in the game, but that is your watch list, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you're healthy, ready to go. Make sure post your watch list. Make sure we see you there in the morning. I need the armor on. I need the helmet shining. And I need you to remember what you remember. What good is the armor if you leave it at home and don't bring it to battle? Oh, my goodness. Chadadonia, I hope you had a good weekend. You can make it a good weekend.
lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Let's go. Thoughts can keep you down, pushing deep until you drown, or they can keep you up strong, focused on the now. Glass half full, or has it been emptied out? Well, that's all up to you and your mind. Do you doubt anything, everything, not a thing? Make my thoughts work for me, manifest what I need, what I want, what I see. I could be anything, I attract all the things that I see. I believe I'll achieve as I breathe in and out again and again. I don't doubt, I sit in a plan and I found out that I can execute. If I'm driven, if I listen, if I learn all the wisdom, read some books, something written, watch the best, teach a system I invest. Never hidden, I ain't scared, ain't no chicken, I take dares. I'll be winning, you get back what you're giving. Find the reason that you're living, what you're good at, all your gifts and what you love. Take a risk and find out what you've been missing. Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Purpose is better than any drug you could ever think. If you know why you're doing something, that's all you need. I wake up ready for the day because I believe in everything that I'm doing, like it was meant to be. I get fixated and captivated on learning things. Don't hesitate to ask questions, the answer that I need. It's out there somewhere, I swear I can find the recipe. By testing, learning, and turning into a better me. Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. I just wanna stay bad, stay mad, shit on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back, I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, someone's gonna help me, ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact, give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious, I'ma go cause something, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's name, kinda shopless. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame. Yeah. Cash in the bag, baby I'm back. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no bad. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, baby I'm bad, baby I'm bad, baby I'm bad. can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood, but then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all if you're patient and soon it can all be worth it, all the searching. Pain is never really permanent, but damn it hurts, man. I could feel all of the turbulence and it's concerning. I've been searching for a purpose, I hope it's worth it. This society is really trying me. Ain't no hide and seek, I hide to be far from anxiety. I need my space, I need my privacy. I need some silence, please, you're all too loud. You don't speak quietly, opinions violently thrown across every surface. It makes me nervous, it's the world honestly burning. That's all I'm learning, hope that we can make a turn and start reversing. All our minds and put the work in, we got some work, man. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. Gotta get through this, life is a nuisance, tie up some loose ends. I try to be human, find a solution, my evolution. A place like this, it didn't exist, we made it like this. So you can go pick the bad or the good, got a glass halfway. I know, it's easier to hide than just to lay low. Not everyone in life has got a halo. I'm standing in the red inside a payphone. Just wanna break, no, I'm not gonna give in. Take a last shot, Michael J. Win. No, I'm not a robot, I'm in my own skin. Never get lost when thoughts pull you in. I miss the old you, we died with a purpose. All the energy around me felt nervous, scared I would pop out fast to the surface. Had to cut it off before you made me worthless. Torn apart, I've been torn and scarred. I had a given art, but now I'm thinking smart. I'm keeping up my guard, I'm hiding every card. A royal flush of love, you never know what's hard. With a back to the mat, gonna see where I'm at. I'ma fight like I'm mad, I'ma be something that they can never be me. Nice try, but they'll see I achieve everything while they stay salty. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win at life, I never.
There it is. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're having a wonderful day. If you're watching this and it does not say live at the bottom of the screen, unfortunate news is we are live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before open. Drop your thumbs up on the video. Make sure you're subscribed. Nightly watch, listen, main channel. First link for the Scream Alerts boat campaign. Realistic. Tomorrow, a little bit of jitters today. We are actually kind of waiting and seeing. You got a little news out of China there. Their market's moving. You got to hear a little bit more out of Japan. That dropped the dollar even more. Bitcoin over the weekend. That was the number one story. A lot of people talking about oil and the war, and we're going to get a couple of headlines. But other than that, we're kind of continuing some of that negativity we had on Friday, still elevated, but now we are in the wait-and-see mode until the inflation report tomorrow morning. So, Chad, I hope you're ready for it. I hope you're excited to be back. Happy Monday, but Chad. Good morning. How are you, baby? What's going on? Happy Monday. Daylight long terms. You know, like daylight saving? No? Okay. Candy, good morning. Ansel, Jeff, baby. Gary, Najee, Laker, Jay. Good morning, baby. What up, open face? What up, a wise Mark? Zoraz, Farce, winning loser, baby. Popeth, Christina, Gary, Floor, Pear, baby. Mavis, the Holy Trinity. Hobby Life, baby. John Daniel, Nambrano. Good morning, baby. Gunnar, Wandering, Ramiro, Monica, Carissa Haynes. Good morning, baby. What up, Holly? What up, Rico? Ben Stone, Nate Positive, Poseidon, baby. Dinosaur, Joey Kagamo. Good morning, baby. What up, Rodney? What up, Jesse? What up, Avon? How you living? Equity, baby. Dirty Bird, Ben. Hobby Life, Ken San, Evan, Canella. Yay! Oh, my goodness. Good morning. What up, Mayhem? Alejandro, Daniel, Ben, Burrito, Troy, Lenman, baby. Ready to go. Good morning. Light Abyss, CD, C Money, Cam, Vet, Orlando, Me Nacho, Jared. Good morning. What up, Lori? Oh, what up, Raider? What up, Daniel? What about the Twitch? Ripping Snipe. One positive dude. Oh, my gosh. Good morning, baby. I'm still on 2K. Is that for the, what's it called? Oh, is that for the Twitch? We'll make it 2K. Thank you, Twitch. I forgot. What up, One Positive? How you living? Great reminder there. 12 Jimin, Lizzie, Epic Eric, Most Dope Andy, Big Carly, Angelus, S. Jones Dax, Blowing Dough, baby, Lizzie. Good morning. B-Nail, 333, Ronnie Gonzo, 8012, Charlie in the Tree, Mr. Belvedere, T-Toxie, KJ Lamer, 12 Jimin, Robo Hand Tech, Danny V, and Robo Hand Tech to start it off, baby. Good morning. So, Chattadonia, happy Monday. Bro, happy daylight savings. Oh, my gosh, Kelvin sending in the Jets, baby. Good morning. So, it's going to be a wild one. We're going to have a fun one again. Today is kind of taking a breather as we get ahead, or maybe it's just all the jitters. So, hope you're ready for all of it. We got a lot of things we're going to get into, but now the goal is to capture as much news as possible. I have my assistant, Josh AI. He is going to give you the morning news, and I'm going to come in and close it out with the rest of the morning news and the plays, all right? Sound good? Sound good, baby. Good morning. Like the video. It's good. We'll do the random play when we get to the plays. I'll set that up now.
U.S. futures slip as countdown to inflation begins. U.S. equity futures started off a data-heavy week on the back foot before a key report on U.S. inflation that will test the resolve of a bull market riding on bets that Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell and his colleagues are moving closer to a pivot to easier policy. Futures on the S&P 500 slipped 0.2% while those on the rate-sensitive and tech-heavy NASDAQ 100 were steady. The 10-year Treasury yield was flat. Tuesday's U.S. Consumer Price Index report is a key piece of the puzzle toward completing the backdrop for the Fed to start cutting rates in the middle of the year. Comments from policymakers last week appeared very dovish, and swaps traders see a June rate cut as a virtual lock, even with another set of strong payroll data on Friday. A stronger-than-anticipated jump in consumer prices could derail rallies in stocks and bonds fueled by confidence that the Fed is on the verge of pulling inflation back to its target. That was the case last month, when the CPI data triggered a market sell-off. The impact may be stronger this time because it's the last major piece of economic data before the Fed's March 20th meeting. The bottom line is that loads of folk are preoccupied trying to predict or front-run a first Fed rate cut, said Mark Dowding, the CIO at RBC Blue Bay Asset Management. I still see this as some months away. Further moderation in U.S. prices would support the disinflation narrative that broadly remains intact, despite a pullback in the number of Fed rate cuts expected this year. Core prices in the Consumer Price Index are expected to tick 0.3% higher in February from a month earlier, and 3.7% on a year-over-year basis, which would be the smallest annual rise since April 2021. Recent comments from policymakers have supported the case for easing. The S&P 500 rallied 1% Thursday when Powell said in his testimony before the Senate that the central bank is not far from being ready to cut interest rates. The same day, Powell's European counterpart Christine Lagarde said the European Central Bank could start reducing rates as soon as June, sending the Stoxx Europe 600 index up 1.3%. America's improving economy and a slowing rate of inflation are making the case for bears a little harder. Exuberant positioning, stretched technicals and shaky earnings forecasts are among the few arguments left. A lack of a second-half growth inflection could serve as a headwind for economically sensitive areas of the market, particularly if the Fed holds off on cutting rates longer than expected. According to Morgan Stanley's chief U.S. equity strategist Michael Wilson, one of the most prominent bearish voices on Wall Street. His 2024 target for the S&P 500 is 4,500, implying a roughly 12% drop from Friday's close. Elsewhere, Europe's benchmark stock gauge dropped 0.4%, with basic resources leading declines after iron ore slumped on slackening demand from China. In commodities, oil held a loss ahead of reports from OPEC and the IEA this week that may provide clues on the demand outlook. Gold hovered near a record on the Fed outlook. Key events this week. CPI reports for Argentina, Brazil, Germany, India, US, Tuesday. UK jobless claims, unemployment, Tuesday. Japan PPI, Tuesday. India industrial production, Tuesday. Mexico international reserves, industrial production, Tuesday. Philippines trade, Tuesday. Turkey industrial production, current account, Tuesday. EU finance ministers meet in Brussels, Tuesday. ECB Governing Council member Robert Holzmann speaks, Tuesday. Eurozone, UK industrial production, Wednesday. India trade, Wednesday. South Korea jobless rate, Wednesday. ECB Governing Council member Jonas Stornara speaks, Wednesday. Swedish Riksbank First Deputy Governor and Deputy Governor speak, Wednesday. Saudi Arabia, Spain CPI, Thursday. US PPI, retail sales, initial jobless claims, business inventories, Thursday. Australia Treasurer Jim Chalmers delivers pre-budget address, Thursday. Canada housing starts, Friday. China property prices, Friday. France, Italy, Poland CPI, Friday. Indonesia trade, Friday. Japan tertiary index, Friday. New Zealand PMI, Friday. Philippines overseas remittances, Friday. Sri Lanka GDP. U.S. industrial production, University of Michigan consumer sentiment, Empire Manufacturing, Friday. Japan's largest union federation announces results of annual wage negotiations, Friday. Bubble anxiety. Some of their charts may dispel concerns of a bubble forming. Namely one showing an equal-weighted version of the S&P 500 just hit a record, an indication that the rally isn't as concentrated as feared. JP Morgan's strategy team has also weighed in, noting that the so-called Magnificent Seven stocks, a group that includes Apple, Alphabet, Amazon, Meta, Microsoft, Nvidia and Tesla, are actually cheaper relative to the market than they were 5 years ago. Morgan Stanley's Michael Wilson, who has been a bearish voice on Wall Street, says the burden is now on improving earnings to support the gains in stocks. Meanwhile, the team at Barclays says investors should consider selling U.S. government bonds after an excessive rally. Betting on calm. It's not quite a repeat of the trade that imploded in the Volmageddon event of early 2018, but it's a distant cousin. Known as short volatility bets, they're now back in a different guise but at a much bigger scale. Billions are now pouring into ETFs selling options on stocks or indexes in order to juice returns, translating into a huge bet on stock calm. Assets in such products have almost quadrupled in 2 years to a record $64 billion, though some of that will be paired with a long position on the stock market. With the short volatility trade sucking up assets and major event risks like the US presidential election on the horizon, some investors are starting to get nervous. Unstoppable crypto. Bitcoin has just topped $71,000 for the first time, advancing for a sixth straight day and taking this year's rally to almost 70%. Digital assets scored another win today as the London Stock Exchange said it will soon accept applications for ETNs backed by Bitcoin and Ether. Even as the UK regulator said such products could only be available to professional investors and are ill-suited for retail consumers. A batch of new Bitcoin ETFs in the US has attracted almost $10 billion in net inflows since they launched 2 months ago, igniting a broad surge in crypto markets. And Coinbase, the biggest US cryptocurrency exchange, is one of the top gainers in early New York trading today. Last week it climbed above its listing price for the first time in more than 2 years. Nerves fray in Japan. As the Bank of Japan's March 18th to 19th meeting draws closer, the country's markets are beginning to price in the risk that policymakers will scrap the world's last negative interest rate. A stronger yen is hurting exporters, triggering the biggest drop in Japanese shares since early October today. The latest round of speculation has been fueled by media reports that the central bank is considering scrapping its yield curve control program, and that a rising number of policymakers are leaning toward ending negative rates due to expected larger wage increases. Data earlier today also showed Japan's economy avoided falling into a recession at the end of last year, an outcome that could improve the optics for any tightening of central bank policy. The BOJ didn't buy ETFs to support the market even as the topics fell more than 2%, a level widely seen. Top overnight news. European stocks fell along with U.S. equity futures at the start of a data-heavy week that will test the market's conviction that Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell and his colleagues are moving closer to dialing back their inflation fight, BBG. Japan's economy avoided falling into a recession at the end of last year, helped by robust spending by businesses. An outcome that improves the optics for the central bank as it mulls the timing of its first interest rate hike since 2007, BBG. China's CPI overshoots expectations in February while PPI deflation worsened, -2.7%. Down from -2.5% in Jan and below the street's -2.5% forecast. SCMP. Since touching a 5-year low in February, China's benchmark CSI 300 index has climbed 14%. But traders and analysts say those searing gains have been driven chiefly by China's so-called national team of state-run institutions buying in tandem with the CSRC's punitive actions. There is little renewed appetite among either local or foreign investors, many of whom want to see much more monetary and fiscal stimulus from Beijing. And strategists point to a rally in Chinese government bonds that they say reflects persistent concerns over slowing growth. FT. Iron ore slumped 7%, dropping below the $110 a ton mark, after disappointing demand in China left the market lumbered with swelling inventories. The plunge in the steelmaking ingredient was the most since mid-2022 on an intraday basis, and it was headed for the lowest close since August last year. BBG. Apple and Tesla cracked China. But now the two largest U.S. consumer companies in the country are experiencing cracks in their own strategies as domestic rivals gain ground and patriotic buying often trumps their allure. Falling market share and sales figures reported this month indicate the two groups face rising competition and the whiplash of U.S.-China geopolitical tensions. Both have turned to discounting to try to maintain their appeal. FT. BOE comes under growing pressure to ease policy as the UK jobs market reveals cracks. The latest Recruitment and Employment Confederation KPMG report showed starting salary growth falling to the lowest level in nearly 3 years. London Times. Ukraine could begin flying Western F-16 fighter jets as soon as July, although there won't be many of them initially. NYT. President Biden signed a $460 billion spending package on Saturday to avert a shutdown of critical federal departments even as lawmakers continue to wrestle over a financing blueprint for many other agencies more than halfway into the current fiscal year. NYT. IRS says it can deliver an expanded child tax credit automatically to families without any extra work, meaning Congress isn't facing a deadline of April to pass the needed legislation as the IRS can remit the cash automatically regardless of whether a family has filed taxes. WALPO. OpenAI said that Mr. Altman, who returned to OpenAI just 5 days after he was pushed out in November, did not do anything that justified his removal and would regain the one role at the company that still eluded him, a seat on the company's board of directors. NYT.
NYT. Thank you, Josh AI. I appreciate it. A decent amount of news here to start off. S&P futures are down by 0.5 Monday morning, near worst levels, comes after U.S. equities put in a mixed performance last week, though the S&P just missed out on finishing higher for the 17th time in the last 19 weeks, something that has happened in 1964. Treasuries mixed with some curve flattening, dollar index little change, though some weakness versus the yen. Gold is flat. Bitcoin futures up by 3.9 above 72,000. WTI is down by 0.6. Waiting game for CPI on Tuesday, however, some focus on Friday's reversal in NVIDIA, which went from being up 5% to finishing down 5.5, fits with some of the recent pickup in scrutiny surrounding the momentum factor. However, a pickup in focus of broadening market strength with S&P equal weight outperformance last week. Move party underpinned by soft no landing narrative, which itself received further support on Friday from the February employment report. In addition, more pushback against market bubble concerns, including in AI, where Street is increasingly talking about the second derivative plays. Quiet on the U.S. economic calendar today with the New York Fed one-year expectations for February. Also a $56 billion auction of 3-year notes. Busier on the macro perspective over the next few days with February CPI on Tuesday, PPI and retail sales on Thursday, and first look on March data on Friday with University of Consumer Spending and Consumer Sentiment and Empire Manufacturing. CPI will be the highlight, with Street looking for core to increase 0.3 in February, pushing the year-over-year rate down to 3.7 from 3.9. Follows hotter than expected January print that some firms blamed on the start of the year price increases. Quieter on the earnings calendar this week. Tech and retail still getting the most attention. Notable tech reporters include Oracle, ADM, Adobe, while Kohl's, ONON, Dollar Tree, Wolf, WSM, Dollar General, and DKS among the highlights in retail. Market just went just over a month out from the start of Q1 earnings season. According to FactSet, looking for the S&P earnings to increase 3.4 in Q1, while this is down from 5.6 at the start of the year. The 2.2% decrease is the bottom-up consensus thus far this year, is better than the 5 and 10-year average decline of loss of 3.7 and 3.4 respectively. Not bad. Don't worry, there's more. Strong U.S. growth prompting investors to scoop up broader set of stocks instead of just surge in U.S. tech megacaps. Investors placing vast sums into short volatility bets, including ETFs selling options to boost returns. J.P. Morgan strategists downplay concerns around valuation bubble for Magnificent Seven. Sources say Bank of Japan getting closer to exit of negative rates in March, though no consensus on the board on timing. Japan revised Q4 GDP shows economy avoids recession 1 week before BOJ meeting. China's CPI turns positive for the first time in 6 months, boosted by Lunar New Year spending, while PPI extends declines. Apple set to open its 8th store in Shanghai this month against the backdrop of slowing iPhone sales in China. China's housing minister says the country strives to stabilize property market, but allows some troubled developers to go bankrupt. China has banks to enhance financing support for State Bank China Bank and calls on creditors to consider private debt maturity extension. China's human resource minister says still faces structural employment issues and overall job market pressure has not ceased. Bitcoin continues its recent rally, now at more than 70% year-to-date. Biden will use budget proposal for fiscal 25 to double down on tax hikes on wealthy Americans and large corporations. China's MPC offers little for new commodity bulls as investors weigh Beijing's goal for growth and markets' lack of conviction for it. Biden administration weighs sanctions on CXMT to block China's semiconductor progress. Wow. Oh, King, welcome. And humble business. And Jake from State Farm, baby. Happy Monday. So, Chad, not bad. Not bad. A lot of headlines, a lot of wait and see. Again, tomorrow is the big day here, but we got a couple of pre-market movers. Honestly, the list isn't that crazy. Again, crypto names, they're getting a lot of the attention here this morning. Legend Biotech, LEGN, is up 4.8 off earnings. XCL is up 3.9. Barclays upgrade. LIN up 1.9. FNV up 1.7. Hood 1.5. SMR is up 13.8. MLTX is up 9.6. R&D Day. MRVI is up by 9.5. ETRN up 8.3. EQT to acquire for $12.50 a share. NWTN up 6.6. STAA up 4.5. Stifle upgrade to buy. RXRX up 3.6. CHH up 3.4. Expiration of exchange offer to acquire Wyndham. Withdraws nomination of director candidates. Increased share repurchase authorization by 5 million shares. Jeffrey upgrades to buy. ARQT is up by 2.0. Data from Integument PED phase 3 trial of roflumilast cream, 0.05%. SCX is up 55.8. Go private transaction with middle ground. All cash transaction for 16.19. UMAC is up 40%. Meso up 18.6. US FDA supports accelerated approval pathway for Rexlemestrocel L. GRPH up 14.6. Special dividend of $1 a share in connection with proposed merger. AMPY is up 11.3. Update on Southern California oil sheen. LXEO is up 7.8, 95 million equity finance. CRDF up 7, NRIX up 6.1. FDA lifts partial clinical hold on NX2127 phase 1 trial. LXRX is up by 6.0 to resubmit sotagliflozin, I think that's Felizelin, for type 1 diabetes following feedback from FDA. 250 million private placement offering. CTMX up 5.6. RVNC 5.5. CEO bought stock. It doesn't say the headline there. EOELS 5.2. Prices 3.5 million shares at 14 a share. SILV up 4.8. NRDY up 4.0. JP Morgan assumes overweight. Bitcoin stocks trading higher. China stocks trading higher. SMCI down 4.3. EQT down 4.2 to acquire Equitrans Midstream for $12.50. Broadcom down 2.1. Crowd down 2.0. Boeing down 1.9. Department of Justice opens inquiry following Alaskan Air window blowout. Media report. Delta expects 737 MAX 10 aircrafts could be pushed out as late as 2027. AMD down 1.8, ANET down 1.6, Micron down 1.4, FTRE down 10.3 earnings, CAMT down 3.6, WH down 3.3, Choice Hotels announces expiration of exchange offer, BNED down 16.8 to delay first quarter concern of ability to continue operations, Chero down 13.2, DHCA down 13.1, XBP down 11, ELTK down 10.5 on earnings, and then metal and miners. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I'm here. We're making great time. I'm going to be watching oil, gold, the yen. Keep an eye on Mara and Coinbase for crypto. TSM and Micron, I was going to look at those, but they did not start off good. We'll see what happens. SPR, if there's any follow-up effect with Boeing and that buyout deal, and then keeping another eye on weed stocks today. And then just getting ready for tomorrow. Slight eye on bonds, but not going to force it. Not going to force it, but Chatadonia. Do I have time for a bathroom break? I might, but let me do this before we get a bathroom break. The random account generator, baby. So if you've been on the watch list, that's every single night. Shout out the watch list. We asked for a random play here today, so you guys came through with it. Let's see what we got, baby. Let's see what we got. Brrrah. Lord bless it. Let's go. What do we got? When the F is CPI tomorrow morning, baby. Tuesday morning, baby. Brrrah. First, LOL. LOL. He got the first. Let's go. Third time's a charm. Oh, finger to the sky, baby. Much love. Amen. Tell him, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. When the F is CPI, why are we getting CPI again? If he's going to give me the same comments, come on, give me a good one. Give me a good one. What's the original beat, that intro from? Tony legs in. I'm waiting. Getting drive mode. I'm waiting. Random play. DraftKings 47 call, 93 cents. Mr. VIP. Let's do it. April 19th, DraftKings. The Giraffe Kings call. Giraffe Kings. My goodness. So not bad. Not bad at all. I think I got a minute. Here, I'll be right back, Chad. Follow me on Instagram at The Trading Fraternity. Like the video. Let's go, baby. Stay in the game. It is daylight savings. Some of you may think I am an hour early. Like the video. Okay, I'll be right back.
Story is challenged. The data is challenged in China despite the support. Can you still buy Chinese equities at this moment in time?
Well, ultimately, we think there's an allocation for Chinese equities in a portfolio. Just think about it; it's still a sizable percentage of emerging market equities. It's close to a third. So you don't want to ignore it entirely. I guess the question more is, do you believe this is an opportunity to be tactical and really kind of allocated to it? I think there we're a little bit more cautious, given sort of the fits and starts in policy. I think investors are a little bit skeptical. So we would sort of have some allocation, but not be looking to be tactically overweight to the Chinese equities at this point in time.
Kelsey, Jason, really appreciate your time this morning, setting us up for a potentially challenging week. Kelsey Barrow of JP Morgan and Jason Draho of UBS. This is Bloomberg.
You know, Doug, ever since switching to Workday, you've been a real rock star.
Rock star? What do you know about rock stars?
What you know about rock stars? All right, Chatadonia. Happy daylight saving. You guys wake up earlier today? Do you guys feel more alive? You get a longer day, easier to go to the gym now? Oh, yeah, baby. Easier to get the sunset at the beach. It's kind of a blessing and a curse, but Chatadonia, you're here right now. You got 1 minute. Let's go, baby. You heard a little from the TV. It's CPI week. It's Monday today. What's your first play of the day? Post it in the chat. What do we got? I want Disney, SMH, Spy puts, NVIDIA calls, Legend, Baidu calls, NVIDIA puts on NVIDIA, ARM puts, Apple call, NVIDIA call, 500 likes, AMD, coin calls, Apple, NVIDIA, Macy's coin, Holden Spy, SQQ, ARM puts for lockup, Apple calls, coin puts, Riot call, coin long, AMD, coin long, NVIDIA, Apple, SoFi, sitting on my hands, gold calls, BITX, Boeing, GER40, coin sell, Coinbase puts, Spy calls, SMCI, Palantir, SMH, Spy, Tesla, ARM puts, Easy, NVIDIA strangle, gold longs, Holden NVIDIA, Mayan low shares, puts on Starbucks and Nike weeks ahead, betting on China, TSM call, watching to see where we're heading, watching SMH, Melly, Clean Spark, Telecris, Spy puts, Intel, waiting, DHT, NVIDIA calls, coin calls, and the final plays. AWK calls, Rivian calls, Biddy, JD, Enphase, and Apple and Intel calls. Oh, and Spy 0 days. Or RTX calls, baby. Wow, so let's go. I already gave you guys my plays. Surprisingly, I don't have too much of a comprehensive list, but there's something more important than plays, ladies and gentlemen. It's more important than the stock market. And here every day, before we try to chase a dollar, before we try to enrich ourselves, we must pay homage to a very special group of people that has made a sacrifice that most of us never have and never will. And I am talking about the veterans of the United States of America. So on behalf of the cult, the people here, the people not here, want to give a huge special shout out all the active servicemen, past servicemen, anybody who has served this country, even the families, for real. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your dedication to this country and to your fellow citizens that you have never met, regardless of whether you agreed with the politics at the time or not. Y'all held it down and made that sacrifice. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And big shout out to anybody else out there giving back to their local communities, all the doctors, nurses, teachers, firefighters, police officers, the garbage men, the coaches, the janitors, anybody giving out, making things run, baby. That's what I'm talking about, but... Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Place your right hand over your heart. Say it with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all, baby. Say the digits! Oh, it's game time, baby. Horn. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, wow, that was aggressive. The sending the jet sounded like Eeyore, too. Oh, man. Oh, man. Good morning, Chatadonia. Good morning. Good morning. Do. That's it. I know, man. We're going to have a good one. It's going to be a good Monday, man. You woken up bright and early. Some daylight long term. You get it? Like, no? Okay. I already said that? Okay. I'm happy. Anyways, Chad, we got about a minute and a half here till the bell. Again, the rest of this week is probably going to be crazy. Enjoy the calmness while you can. Maybe we get an exciting Monday, but like the video. This is your time to do that. We need 1,000 likes to unlock all the features of this channel. It's amazing. So we're no, we're not almost there. It glitched. I thought it was. Oh yeah, we got a lot more likes to go. A lot more likes to go, baby. Thanks for the IoT last week. Of course, my brother. Of course. I think there'll be some good ones here too. So let's see how things play out. Let's see, baby. So we got 53 seconds. Post any plays. You got any questions? Let me know. Source that info. Let's have a good time. Like the video and good luck. Good luck. I had a great weekend. I didn't like the daylight savings. I didn't realize until it was too late, but other than that, it's good. Oh, yeah, we need the like. Remember, there is a like fee after the bell. It is Monday on daylight savings. Maybe I could be a little bit generous, so we'll see, man. We will see what happens. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. My thought on red pill's wrong. Well, listen, man, as long as you receive the love, that's all that matters. Amen? Amen, baby. Good morning. Happy Monday. Yeah, hit the like button. Again, watch crypto, China, and then chips. Those seem to be the biggest factors there. Oil, gold, and the dollar. Another one, again, the Japanese thing is March 18th. So keep that in mind. 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Fight. Okay. All right, let me get this DraftKings. Is it DraftKings, what, 47 for April 19th? Options. All right, I think I got it. Yeah, I grabbed the DraftKings. All right, random play executed. DraftKings April 47. All right, and then let's see now where crypto, bonds, and the chips end up taking us. Again, I wanted to see Marvel JKS on the high. They're still going Marvel 73. This was around the price I wanted to flip it at. So I might give it a little bit here. RVNC, NVIDIA pushing, Pfizer. RVNC, this one's moving. CEO bought in. I have old shares of this. I'm considering going for another. Again, I told you, keep an eye on Altria. That's one I value if we get more of a rotation this week. JD Pop. RVNC, yeah. They've been clapped. They only have the Botox thing, but they've done really bad recently. But CEO just bought in. I flipped them a while. I'm down like 60% on those. I was thinking averaging, so we'll see. We'll see if that comes back. MO, let me know when we get a red candle on that one. I still do like the Marvels now. Marvel is entering into the flip zone, so that is the few here. MPW coming up. What is that? RVNC. Ruckus. Oh, I forgot about the HPQs from last week. Those got clapped. And then the Square, that one's up. And then those Pfizers are up 500%. I forgot about that. So we have Pfizers in the money. Yeah, those Pfizer 27s, those are up 5.50, 8 cents to 50. And then Square, NVIDIA dump. Square keeps going up. SMCI, damn. Let's see. I'm going to wait till they stop. I'm going to see if Marvel breaks out from the pack. Yeah, that's the Square. Pfizer, man. Almost 28. MO keeps going up here. UMAC, that was running in the morning. I don't know the news. Airbnb down 1. Amazon down 1.7. Apple's in the green. Remember, they were outperforming on Friday. We made that little move on there. ARM dumping 2. Yeah, you're down 0.4 on the NASDAQ, 0.27 on the SPY, Dow down 0.1, and even the Russell. MO keeps going up. My goodness. And then Square just had a bunch of options go through. Let's see. MSTR, INSM, AstraZeneca to develop Brenscotab beyond phase 2. INSM. Meta Clapperonis. INSM Holton. Abivi's on the high. Again, value plays still doing good here for now, but everything is starting off pretty whack here. Yeah, chips, they're pretty much continuing whatever we got on Friday. Remember on Friday, that was again 10% move on NVIDIA intraday. MO's breaking out. Bailey's Court pause due to volatility. Still going. Apple. Macy's on the high. Remember there was all that news on Friday. Intel's starting to go up. Intel's actually running. That one's interesting. And then SPY going a little lower. Marvel 72 now. Where is that from earnings? Oh, went as low as 70. eBay 1.4. Oh, I forgot. I think we still have those eBay contracts. I don't know if I closed those. Yeah, they're at 100%. I want to say they were up more, but we have eBays that should be getting near the money. PayPal running up. Square was doing good. Yeah, PayPal's up 1.7. Square's up 2.6. Again, chip makers not having their best day. Intel is going up though. Zim on the high. ALB. Oh yeah, where's Cameco? Futu, Workday, JD. Damn, JD's at 26. So China names are still going. Again, Baidu, Baba, both of those are bouncing up. Standard General proposes $15 a share for Bailey. Oh, no way. They're at 1068. It's halted. If you could get filled, I mean, it just all depends where they open, but that's big. Yeah, they're halted right now. If you get a good fill on that, you would be good. Baba, oh yeah, where's GLD? Again, China names are running right now. Baba, even gold is coming up here. Again, gold's a little off the highs compared to Friday. Mara, they were moving up, but they're up 5. They're just holding. Again, Coinbase is up 4. Apple, they're still breaking out. Macy's on the high still. Again, they had news on Friday. Starbucks going up. eBay 52-week high. So those contracts are up like 130. Are those in the money? We have $52 calls. Apple. No, I sold the Apple play on Friday, unfortunately. Meta's down 3.5. Again, eBay 52-week high. Square also. That's finally breaking out again. We have those Square plays too. They've been all over the place. Those are up 200% now. Baba on the high. SMH, Nvidia. Baidu's going up there too. Again, China names all just woke up. Tesla's even on the high. NetEase, that's another China name. Baba 76. Kind of out of nowhere. Let's Square. Belander. Again, SPY, a little cheek clay, or a little green off the bottom. Pfizer's still going up. Again, Baba names are still moving up there. Where was it? Square, Baba, and then eBay, I think. Pinduoduo at the high. Yeah, Pinduoduo's up 4. All of them. Remember, Pinduoduo, they were struggling on Friday. So NASDAQ had a nice little bounce there. Again, everything's still red. NASDAQ's doing the best. It's kind of might go green, but still down by 0.1. Huya on the high. HPE still going up. Marvel, I got to wait till the lower 70s. JD still going. NVIDIA, I mean, if NVIDIA goes green, my goodness. So again, they were down another 4%. Oh, I guess they're trying to come back up. It's actually crazy how much they're moving. Market sold off last CPI. I think briefly, and then we came right back up. It's kind of the theme of every single one of the data sets. Yeah, Pfizer. A lot of value plays still moving up. Again, Coinbase. That's taking care of some things. Disney, they're actually in the green today. So Disney's holding up 111 for now. Then PayPal, Square. Square came down a little bit. Pfizer. Yeah, JD's killing it. Again, China names just, they woke up. Baba, Baidu, Pinduoduo, JD. Even if they were underperforming last week, all of them ended up doing very good. Again, Baba at 76. We were as high as 78 not too long ago. But that's still a good sign for them. And then bonds are slipping a little bit. They're still in the green. SPY trying to come up. High-low ticker's pretty balanced out. But I see a lot more China foreign names on the high. I'm seeing a lot of solar. Again, clean energy is on the high ticker a lot right now. And there's Marvel, Myrna ripping. Yeah, Myrna's up 5.8. They were doing that on Friday too. Melly popping. Melly is waking up there. Booking, Airbnb still down. ARM is finally going up. ARM's at 127. Bally's resumes up 19. Oh, not bad. It's still a little bit. You get $2.50 a share. LYT on the low. Coinbase rises 4.1. MSTR's up 9. That's crazy. Oh, no, 4.1, not 9.1. Meta, I have no idea. Remember, Meta was at like 520 last week. I don't know if it's news. I think it's just more blow off top with the momentum. Let's see. NYCB, AMD. I have the hiccups. Baidu on the low. Or on the high, excuse me. Yeah, AMD's still down 2. Oracle, again, they have earnings here. Is that today or tomorrow? I think Oracle might be today after the bell. News or sentiment, kind of wait and see. And then again, a little bit of shakiness out of China. But for the most part, it's just kind of the get ready for CPI day. That's been a lot of the vibes. Square calming down. Zeta. Today's Oracle. Shria here. No, these are too expensive. Gold rush in China over the weekend. They were sold out of over-the-counter gold. Has your friend said anything about it? No, I haven't heard about that. I could ask around, though. LT Chewy. No, I think we had this talk on Friday. I don't know if you were the one who asked me. Abbey Vice CEO sold 20 million in shares. Let him, Habibi. Give the guy a payday. He has done very good, you know. Very, very good for our shares. Let him have a Christmas gift. Don't worry. Myrna's still going up. And then Pfizer. Honestly, the MOs are kind of jacked there. I kind of messed it up again. Meds halted up 36%. Redfin, Myrna's still going. NRDY, Kava's on the high. Wheat stocks finally moving up. MSOS. Oh, they gapped down. They were up in the morning. UWMC's going up. Mara is very dramatic. Coinbase still holding very well. Again, up 3. MSTR's up 9. No, I'm still in Mara. I'm getting murdered on that. MO shares. On the long term, the shares are great. I want to see, though, again, if we get more broadening out, I think MO over the next couple of weeks will get very fascinating. Because that move is very aggressive. And then if we see more broadening out, and that kind of is the trend, I think, yeah, MO hit above yearly high. So today is the highest it's been trading in 2024. Not bad for 3 months, but if we get up here with X dividend, it might have a lot of juice. But the options are fucked. You can't. They're charging an arm and a leg for the MO options. Yeah, if you got those long-term shares last week, though, you got a great pickup. Good price for now. Even if it comes back down to X divvy, at least you didn't overpay. Tesla's on the high now. Coin tried to bounce a little bit. SPY right at VWAP. Bonds near the high of the day. They were trying to sell off earlier. Dollar is still green a little bit, interestingly enough. No, I'm in those MNQs. I'm murdered on those. I'm down $1,000. But I'm going to ride those out. At least we'll see where they're at before the CPI. I might be down to hold them for that, too. Yeah, MSTR, again, it's just been getting hyped up every time Bitcoin's up. Yeah, Myrna literally all day. I got Pfizer on the high ticker now too. But yeah, Myrna is going insane. CPI is tomorrow morning. ZM on the high. Root, more Myrna. Again, Pfizer was climbing with that. Gold. GLD's moving up again, and the bonds. Continental CFO Katya Garcia to step down in December. Again, gold and bonds just got a rocket green candle at the high. CPI, it's kind of weird. I mean, it's some people are expecting it to come in hotter. However, people do think core is going to come down. So there's kind of like a positive towards core. And then headlines expected to hold around 3.9, not really get below 4. Oh, Mira, that was one from Friday. I got out of that one. BYD up 6. CPI is tomorrow morning. So, again, you don't have to wait too long. That's the good news. TCBP. TC Biofarm. TCBP. What is this one? Pfizer 2.23. And Myrna, I don't know if it's related to Pfizer. Maybe, I want to say. But you never know. EH on the high. Kind of ripping. E-hang. Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah, let me check Myrna. As Myrna did that on Friday, too. Yeah, JD, all the China names. No, Myrna. Let's see, outsized volume. Shares up 20% from February lows. That's all I see. I don't see anything else, my brethren. Bitcoin up 4.4 still. Again, all these China plays, E-Hang, JD, Baba. Coins coming down. SPY hit a low of the day. Yeah, JD and Baba, they're actually kind of slipping a little bit there too. So they're not holding up in the same way. Yeah, Baba's done that at like 78, 79. All the China names, we were just saying new high, new high. Some held up better than others, but a lot of them did kind of flip right there. Tesla 180. Yeah, Tesla's doing good. Tesla's holding up 3. Going higher. Is that Expedia on the high, 0.9. Mr. Airbnb still down. But, we'll see how he holds. Russell, I think just giving up. Remember, Russell has outperformed the last couple of days. So that's why, again, everyone keeps bringing up the equal weight and all that good stuff. So I think that's been playing out with it. Tesla, MSI on the high. And then there's Marvel. That hit the low. Boeing on the low again. Damn, SPR. They're even dropped. 34.63 though. They're still, damn. SPR is holding up very good regardless of the Boeing news. So again, remember they're expected to be bought out. Where's that other one? ATES? That one, I don't even think we got that confirmed. Tesla 181. So that's breaking out to the high. GE on the low. If you guys remember on Friday, GE was like running it. What's waiting on SPY? I don't know. I think we're just kind of like taking a breather mode. It's kind of like a continuation from Friday. Because remember, Friday we did sell off most of the day. Yeah, right now, NASDAQ 100's 50-50. 50 names in the green, 51 in the red. Dow Jones, 15 names green, 15 names red. And then S&P 500, 300 red, 200 in the green. And Moderna's a leader on most of the indexes. So literally, I mean, we're borderline 50-50. Everything's just kind of taking a breather. Half the names up, half the names down. Oh, those DOCU options started going up. Remember, DOCU was all over the place on Friday. They had good earnings. They popped and locked. PIK. Oh, they did a reverse split. I don't think there's any catalyst on that. It's just moving. Mo, Pfizer, Bally. Again, they got a $15 offer here today. They're at $13.19, still up. Vanny, $2 flat. Boeing selling off more, and Mara, and coin, and crypto. All of it. Is giving it back up. And the NASDAQ too. SPY just hit a new low of the day here. So you're at 5101. Not bad. I guess 5100. So again, you were at 5189 on Friday. You're almost, down 100 points in the last 24 hours of trading hours, that is. Not bad. PTN on the low. Meds, I saw the call out earlier today, but I think it's still halted. I don't know if they're getting a buyout offer. That's been longer than 5 minutes. Marvel starting to flush. Still waiting on that one. All the chips are just getting murked. And SMCI's down 9. And then Intel, they were green. They're back to break even. Fun on the high. Hooyah. Again, SPY. We might test 5100. So it's either we break 5100 or not. I mean, but this level, you're either going to bounce off of here or we're going to flush it. So this is kind of a key level here for the market. Yeah, Meta's down 4. Tesla. I love it, though. Tesla's finally finding its breakout day. You know, on some of these other days, everything would be green. Tesla would be red. Now everything's red. Tesla's getting some of the love. So I don't know. Bittersweet? TGI. Some of the China names are still holding. Again, Baba, JD, trying to bounce a little bit. They're all in the green still. Yeah, they just gave up there. They're all still there. And then oil's near the low of the day. Oil's down 1.2. Google holding up. Tesla. All right, 5103.85. 3 more points. So get ready at the 5100 test. We'll see where that takes us. Square came down. Scammers. Pfizer coming up. Pfizer. And then again, Baba, China name still holding. Again, most of your big tech is down. I want to say Apple is the only one in the green. Microsoft's down 0.8. Amazon's down 1.4. Netflix is down 1.4. Meta is down 4.4. NVIDIA is down 2.0. SMCI now 9.4. We got quite the craziness. Beyond on the low. Humana on the high. Watch a couple of healthcares and even Trip. XLV's only down by a quarter. SPY hitting another low. And then bonds catching a bid, 51.0151. So that's a little PIK. Damn, that was the reverse split one. They just dropped $3. Yeah, Baidu still holding. NASDAQ low of the day. Oil trying to catch a candle. Gold is still up. 0.15. Bookings going up. And then there's two Tessies. Walgreens up 2. Dude, Tesla, 181. About to hit 182. 5 cents away. I like Baba and JD. I have JD. Actually, no, I got out of my JD flip. I have Baidu for a flip and then Baba in the long term. I still think, again, I mean, it's already been 3 months to start the year, and the narrative on China hasn't flipped. So it's been pretty long since you've had a lot of people pump the whole China rally. But generally, I mean, I'm pretty confident we will get a China rally pump at least one time this year. Ater up 5 for the homie. Yeah, the homie on Ater. It's good. It's only a couple of trades on it, but I'll take it. I'll take it. We have a 3-year bond auction today, but otherwise there's no real data for Monday. Bro, Tesla's still going. Google is on the high. So, yeah, out of the big tech, it's like Google and Apple. Those are the ones that are up. You're 80% of your money in China, so you better be right. Yeah, I wouldn't put 80% down. I only have like one long-term position on Baba. But we'll see. I mean, I think China's extremely high risk, high reward. If that pays out, it'll be great. If not, I mean, China is still going through deflation. You know, their CPI this morning was positive, but then PPI was still low. Oh, there's the Fed consumer inflation expectations. That comes out at 10, but I don't think it'll be too crazy. So yeah, it's just the New York Fed consumer inflation. We'll see, though. I mean, watch the bonds. Watch the dollar as well. Let's see if anything gets us moving. Apple's still trying to climb. Myrna's still on the high as well. Pfizer and Mo's still holding. Oh. Meds got unhalted. Meds 44.56 halted again. All right. U.S. Employment Trend Index 112.29 versus 113.71. Meta falls 5%, most since October. Where is it? Consumer inflation expectations. U.S. Conference Board February employment. I have that one. I don't see the consumer inflation expectations. Isn't that an hour? Oh, maybe I'm. Oh, I think daylight savings. Oh, I forgot. My calendar is 1 hour different schedule. Yeah. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, my calendar. All right, so I made a play. Not a recommendation, but we don't have the likes. So again, y'all didn't. Y'all, it's been the first time in a while. You guys have been really good on those likes lately. Daylight long term, baby. Get you some good savings. Get you some good savings. Is 1K. It's 1K. That's the price before the bell, sir. After the bell, it goes to 1,200. So unfortunately, by the time the first play was made, we are still lagging a little bit. I don't make the rules. Carissa does. So I'm just here to enforce them, unfortunately. Shake it off. Shake it off. Apple SPY going lower. UVXY on the high. Very interesting. And then Pfizer, and then eBay and Square. Those Squares keep hoeing us every time. They literally go up like 200. Then they calm down. My goodness. You think tomorrow will be pumping up? If the CPI comes in good, I mean, you could definitely go high. I mean, every time we're within 100 points of a new high, I mean, it's never out of the question. So I definitely think a good print tomorrow will be very juicy. Same thing to the downside, but then also, too, you will have more. Yeah, it was tech flows were I think I have a diagram. I have a bunch of diagrams I actually could show you. So I showed you guys this one on the watch list. Literally 5 months, 25% has only happened 9 other times in history. Oh, I have the chart of every bubble going back to 1721. So if you want to compare the Magnificent Seven bubble, Bitcoin, crypto, we could go over this. And then I have the performance of every asset class under Biden. And then I have the performance of every asset class under Trump. But I thought I had the diagram of the outflows. Let me see if I can find it. I should have had that one. I remember reading it. Yeah, oil and energy was one of the best under Biden. That's probably because of the war, but literally, oil and energy under Biden was the best return over the last couple of years. And then surprisingly, China did bad. So under Biden, China dropped 48%. Under Trump, China went up 85%. The irony. The irony. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. I have it. Let me. Oh, hold on. My thing's tweaking out. And then SPY still just flushing a little lower. My goodness. Tesla looking good. Tesla all day. Yeah, so here's the chart. Largest outflow by tech ever. So weekly and 4-week moving average, you could see that over there. But this was like literally last week. So you had like what, 3 billion or so out of tech? That's more than 2020, more than even 2019. It's literally just been one of the biggest outflows ever. But then granted too, I mean recently we were just on a streak of insane inflows. Tesla is going up. Again, even last week too. Again, remember Apple, they got a little bit of it. It seems like the underperformers as of late, they've been doing good. And then again, value, they're also getting hooked up. But Pfizer's starting to sell off. They were holding up a little bit better. Check Cello. Is that a crypto? Because don't load up when I put in Cello. The RFK Jr. interview on Andrew Schultz? No, I did not. I didn't know he got on there. That sounds entertaining. Revenants came down. Nap on the high. C gone. It's weird. High ticker's pretty active, but then low ticker's getting more. Myrna keeps going up there. That's another one. SPY lower. So we are below 5,100 now. You're actually 8 points below it. So it's going to get weird from here on out. Yeah, if you go below 50.92, you're liable to fill the gap of 50.79. So then we're going to just go back to literally where we were a couple of days ago. So yeah, Boeing's been dropping all day. Again, new updates or like a new investigation, I believe. Airbnb even on the low. Boeing 191. How many more likes before 1.2 thousand? I have no idea. Oh, we're off by like 4 likes, I think. It's just 1.25. I don't want to be that guy, but you know, we're looking for 1.25. So we're almost there on the likes, but a little bit behind. Arms lockup, it could have a big sell-off effect tomorrow, and then, like we said, though, maybe it could be a little dramatic, because I remember CART had their lockup expire, and they went up. So CART's lockup was around here, I believe, and they've gone up. So keep that in mind, but ARM is tomorrow. And then all the semis are just getting knocked from NVIDIA selling off the other day. NVIDIA. And then SPY still near the low. China name's holding up quite nice. Dude, dollar keeps climbing. That's the thing that sucks. Yeah, VIX is at 6. Damn, what? I didn't really quite realize that. Yeah, VIX is near the high of the year. VIX looks like our Altria. It's near the high of the year, about to break out. Again, last time the VIX got up here, we got a little concerned. But yeah, VIX is pretty elevated. I mean, we do have event risk. From here on out, from here till the end of the month, every week, you are going to get one big event a week. So, I mean, kind of makes sense. I guess I would be expecting some volatility. Dollar, probably yen reversed. And then everything else overseas. Is it still dark out? I think so. I don't know. I need to look. No, it's a little light. I have to look out my window. Oh, SPY. Roblo on the high. MU. Yeah, the BTFP is expired, so they won't give any more new loans, but if you already have money, I mean, you still get to like borrow from it, I believe. MTUS. And then gold finally came down. Gold is negative on the day. So dollars coming back up, gold back to negative. Again, yen gave up some too. Marvel. I like, oh, did it hit 70 flat? Oh, it hit 70. I would like 70 flat. I'm going to keep up Marvel. TCBP. That sounds familiar. Oh, that was the one that one just ran up earlier. Off the halt. That one's still going. Up 161 TCBP. The ADR. They literally have no news. They appeared on a show. February 22nd, Achieve UK trial. MRAI running. That one sounds familiar too. ENVB. Yeah, Roblo is going up there. Roblo's up too. They're actually holding really well. ELTX. Yeah, Roblo's $41. SDAO. This one's a liquid SPY going lower. CPI, I don't know if it'll be good or not. I think it's going to be delayed. So I just think we're responding to data that's far back. So that being said, I don't think it's going to change too much. I think give or take, because everything, probably every single one of these CPIs is that we're sitting there and we're like, oh my gosh, if this goes below 3 or 4, we're going to be really excited, and then it never does. So it's like the number's still low enough where it could move crazy, but then it's also still like, you know, we might not really. There's potential for really good news, but otherwise, I'm assuming everything should be status quo. I don't think inflation should have moved too much by now. Again, Google and Apple. Those, bro, Meta's having one of its worst days since October. That's after hitting 522 the other day. SMCI short sell restriction. CCJ waking up a little bit. Bitcoin popping. Coin still holding again, 264. Quite impressive. Good morning, Josh and Chad. What up, San Antonio? How you living, baby? Is the bull run over? I think it's too early to say. Is that Bitcoin running up? I think we're getting a new high on Bitcoin. But again, this week is filled with catalysts. So, you know, your answer to that question, I think you'll find out in a couple weeks. Again, March has a very interesting history. We talked about this on the watch list yesterday, but like March's history is, you know, you've had events. It's either March is drama or nothing at all. And then, you know, these next couple of weeks, you do have these events we've kind of been waiting for months. Again, a SCP next week, CPI, inflation numbers this week. I mean, it's going to be quite fun. Oh, morning, baby. Young Buffett. What's up, man? Good to see you, baby. I hope you've been doing good, man. I hope I hope that's been a good adjustment. Say what's up to little Romeo. Oh, Romeo, I want a long time. Nah, man. Dad got me a long term. Won't you get my long term today? Okay. Oh, Romeo, get a long term. Yeah. My dad already made my long term. Won't you make my long term? Okay. It's a good one, man. It's a good one. Young Buffett. There's another Young Buffett. It's a fake Young Buffett.